Hey everybody, this is Brian from PNB Homesteading, and I'm trying out something new I bought here. It's called a little Windbridge microphone, and so it's a wireless Bluetooth microphone that goes to a little adapter I've got hooked into my camera. So I wanted to see how this actually works for doing the videos. It may sound a little loud or different, but it might be a little easier to use when I'm doing these videos away from the camera, so I can actually move around, and then I'm not going to have my voice fade out when I get too far away from the camera or the fans are going for the grow tents down here into the house. So anyway, let's get started with the update. This is the salad bar LED area where we do our harvesting for our weekly greens, and we moved in. Now I did want to point out one thing that's actually pretty cool. So these greens were in the top shelf of the grow tent last week, I think, in the video, and I moved these into this tent for this week's harvest, and you can see how much growth we've got on this guy just by putting it from in there into here and getting it ready for the harvesting. And so I was pretty impressed with that. This stuff just amazes me that people actually grow this stuff under their houses, under LEDs. But so we're going to harvest that one for this week. We're also going to finish off this tray this week and get it. I think I'm just going to end up tossing this tray up onto the compost heap because I've got so many other trays to harvest from at this point. I don't really need to rotate this one back into the tent. I did take its sibling that was sitting over there and put it into the tent just so I can do a test to see how long it takes to get ready for a second cut. So that way I can kind of document that through the videos that we're doing. And then this one here, these two trays, I'm going to probably dump them as well because they're so sparse. I planted them so sparse that they're not really going to produce anything that's going to be worth a yield for a second cut. So I'm going to probably cut these off this week and then take them out and dump those onto the compost heap, and then just clean out the trays and put them down under the storage area underneath the bench here for rotation into the next planting of trays. So that way I can take the next top 3 trays in there, bring them over here, and that way I can start putting in another set of seed start trays inside the grow tent, 3 more trays. So we're not going to be running 3 trays inside of here, or 4 trays inside of here. Eventually we're going to be doing 3 trays. So the top 3 trays in the mid-size grow tent are going to fill in the top 3 areas here. That way I can adjust these lights to where they're just going to focus directly down onto the 3 trays, and it's going to give me a better, hopefully a better overall yield instead of having them so far spread out. Because I mean, I don't know if, they say that there's a 45-degree reflection pattern out of these, LEDs. I don't know if that's true or not, but I figure whenever I've seen the videos on YouTube that demo these type of like Mars Hydro 300 waters, the guy that has the little PAR light sensor and he moves it around on the grid, it shows the best focal point is directly underneath here, about to 12 to 14 inches. So that's just a little piece of information I thought you guys might like to have. But so this is kind of the update for this week. Things seem to be going pretty well. I mean, I'm keeping it pretty moist, not overly wet, but just moist. And as you can tell by this one here, I mean, it's pretty happy, growing along. And you feel down in here, and yeah, it's still moist. So we'll be harvesting this off for this week's dinners, and start turn and burn, get this thing going. So hopefully this stuff's interesting. I don't like to just talk to myself. So if you guys find this interesting, leave a comment down below and give me a thumbs up or something. But I'm gonna keep doing it even if nobody likes it, because this is actually a video record for me, so I can look back and say, oh yeah, 2 weeks ago on this date, and this video should be posted up on it's Labor Day 2017, so it should be up by the end of the day today. So that way I can always look back at the dates. I try to post things as the day I record them. So all right, this has been Brian from PNB Homesteading. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.